Oh, you lot? Oh, it's the next day now. What was we doing yesterday? I can't remember. Let's have a think. I'll just, here you go. Switch from my plug for my lights. Yeah, don't worry. People keep commenting on my little makeshift light switch. I've got it sorted. I've got light switches. The light switch is all wired in. Everything's all wired in. It's been all wired in here for ages. Look, there's all the wiring. Goes around. There's light switches everywhere. The only thing is, when I built this garage, well, the half of it, you can see the half that I built. I say my dad did almost 99% of it. That's the old bit there, the concrete bit, and the new bit is the wood that comes out, because the back half of the garage fell down, but the front half was still good, so that's why we kept it and just built the rest out of the wood. And yeah, it's all been wired in, but that light up there, that light there, and the light in the little back room, we never got round to wiring up, because I just don't know why. I think it's because we didn't get to finish the wall and then we just didn't do it. And one day I said, well, that's it, I just want a light. I just want a temporary light. So the light fitting, all that was mounted on there, and so was the other one. You can see there, I think, where the wire comes through, and that ran along, and I was just like, you know what? So I wired that light into that fitting, and then I just took a wire, bring it down and around, put a plug on the end of it and plugged it in there. And it's been like that now for about 7 years, if not more, about 8 years probably, because we built this about 10-11 years ago, the back half of this garage, and went a few years without a light. And yeah, I plugged it in there, and that's where it's been ever since. So there you go. I've still got the box actually of light switches, spare ones, and plug sockets and all sorts. You know what it's like. You know what it's like. Or as if some of you like to describe me. What was that person describing me as? A tramp, but we know that already. What's the other one? I'm gonna have to have a look through the comments. I think it was a toe rag or something. Yeah, I'll go with that. Look at me. What else would you describe me as? I woke up this morning and a few comments on the old comments, and I thought I'd address them now. Why not? So this one's actually just come in 2 minutes ago, and this one says, why don't you ever get back to people's messages? And I replied, I always reply as many comments as I can, blah blah blah. You know, so I missed when you left. I always reply to everybody's message as often as I possibly can do. I've only recently discovered, I didn't even realise it, on Instagram there's a requested section. So if someone sends me a message now, it must have changed in a little while because I had loads of them, man. I go into this requested section, doesn't even send me a notification or anything, so I have to check that every now and again. There was loads of messages in that requested section. A lot of them, the users, I couldn't even send a message back because the users weren't available anymore. They'd deleted their accounts or something, I don't know. They'd asking me questions, blah blah blah. Some people saying, oh, I love your videos and blah blah blah, can you help me with this? But it was like bloody a year ago, and I didn't even know they sent me a message, and I feel bad about that. So if that was one of you lot, I didn't even realise you sent me a message, so sorry. You know, I'll check that requested section on Instagram more often now. But I always reply as often as I can, man. And any comments I get, I'm not always stuck to the YouTube. I'm not always stuck to the app. To be honest with you, I have it so that I don't get notifications when I get a comment. Because what happens is you get one, you're on the phone. You're looking through on the phone. I try to stay away from being stuck to the phone as much as I can. So every now and again throughout the day, I'll go on the app and I'll check the comments. So if it takes me a few days to reply, it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's just because I ain't even had the look. I'm not stuck to it like a zombie like a lot of people are. That one's just saying that they love that, it's not there anymore. James Brown, he said, it's only got to get better for all of us, for all of yous. Well, I'm glad you love my videos. Oh look, I've got my orders on its way. I ordered a few summer clothes for the kids because summer's coming up, so I ordered the kids some clothes and bits and bobs from Sports Direct. It's a good place, that Sports Direct. Anyway, what's going to get better, buddy? I don't know what it is. I've had a few comments. There's another one here. Here's another one here. Where is it? Sean Jarvis. I love your videos. Just keep your head up. Things will get better. And I replied, the thing's absolutely fantastic at the moment. You can't get much better than this, which is true. I don't understand. I suppose things can always be better than they already are. That is truth. I said things can't get much better. Things can always get better, but there's nothing wrong at the minute. To be honest, life at the moment is probably the best it's ever been. And that's the truth. I can't think back to a time when life has been better than it is now. I really can't. You know, that's what happens as you go through time, isn't it? Things just get better. If things start to get worse, then that's a tricky one. But genuinely, all this stuff you hear about, I don't listen to watch the media, but all this stuff, what's going on with this disease that's supposed to be going round and all that kind of stuff, hasn't affected me in the slightest. In fact, it's made my life better because people ain't been going out. So I've been able to go to work with no traffic. People have been, I don't know, like it's just life's just been a lot easier. Yeah, we ain't been out to see family. That's the only downside about it. But I don't let that get to me because I've got technology. We can do the old FaceTime, mate. I tell you what, life is fucking fantastic at the moment. It's the best it's ever been. I tell you that now. It's just everything is just, yeah, it's better than it's ever been. Anyone who ever says this is a bad time is an idiot because it ain't. It's a fucking good time. Why don't you use small magnets on the body? That's for the oh, we lined it up there. That's for the shell, the RC shell on the Evo. I could use small magnets. Yeah, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Velcro's good, but I could use magnets. I'm going to try that. Magnets. We'll have a bit of a magnet, don't we? This is me little RC bench as it stands at the minute. As you know, oh yeah, this is my rag because I'm doing this chainsaw. Some of you might be interested, you might not be. I ain't going to go into too much detail, but this is my chainsaw. I've got to do a little bit of, I've got to cut some wood up for my dad, but my chain was blunt, so he's taken that because he's got a sharpener. I've got one, but I don't know where it is. He's going to sharpen my chain for me. I can put it all back together and give it a clean up while I'm in there, because I've done so much cutting. Look, I don't clean it that often, to be honest. I just cut away. 1984 this chainsaw's from, and I clean the bits out, but I don't take it apart and clean all the little oil ways out for the oiler and all that. And look how bad it's got. So give me a slap on the wrist for that. Give it a good old clean out while I'm there. Got to buy some chain oil. When I get my chain back, I'll do a bit of cutting. But that's on the bench at the minute. That's adding to the mess on the bench. But let's have a sit, shall we? Let's have a sit and let's have a talk. It seems, I wonder, I hope you lot are all fine and dandy. I mean, I've got to be honest, as I've already explained, all what's going on in the world at the moment hasn't fazed me whatsoever. I mean, if anything, it's done me a favour. It's been good to me. It's been very good to me. But I think a lot of people have been struggling. So, let me know in the comments. I could do a live video, but I'm filming this early. I mean, I know it's daylight, but it's oh bloody hell. It's 11 minutes past 8 now. Jesus Christ. You know, when I came out here, it was 5 o'clock. What I've been doing, right? I've been hiding eggs around the garden. Little Easter eggs, little plastic ones that I filled, because it's Easter Sunday. I filled them up with bits and bobs, you know, cream egg in one. For my son, he's 1.5, and my daughter's 7. So I've got different bits and bobs. I've got 20 eggs altogether, 10 each, and also some big Easter eggs I've hidden all around the garden, all around the driveway. I've been out here doing that, and I didn't realise what time it was, man. I come out here at 5 o'clock because I wanted to get out and do it before they woke up. I didn't want them to see me doing it, because then they'd know where the eggs were. And they don't know they're going to get an Easter egg hunt either. So that's what I've been doing. Anyway, what was that? Oh yeah, I could do a live video. I might still do one, actually. I don't know what time it is, but I ain't got a lot of time left. But anyway, just put in the comments, how are you? What are you doing? What kind of RC stuff are you doing? Because obviously, this is the RC channel, so I need to talk about RC stuff. Otherwise, it would just go into the genre of general crap that my other channel goes into. So, this is the little setup I've got at the moment. That battery's still charged. This one's charged. The LiPo is somewhere. I've lost it again. I don't know what I've done with it. My little charging station needs a bit of, it needs tidying. But for now it will do. I'm going to get some wood. I'm going to get rid of that poster. That's the world map. When I used to sit here on me, I had ham radios. Still got CB there. I had the ham radios here, one over there. I used to sit at this bench here and look at the map. And if I was talking to, for example, a certain country, I'd look it up on the map to see where it is in relation to me. For example, once I was talking to somebody in Brazil, which is not very far away from me. There's England and there's Brazil, probably a few thousand miles. If I was talking to somebody in Canada, which is quite often, I'd be like, well, look at that. I mean, I just look around. A lot of people wrote on their maps, but I don't like to. I like to keep it nice and tidy, so I didn't write on mine. I had a book that I wrote down the countries that I was speaking to. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put, because I can't, it's plasterboard. I know you can get plasterboard screws and plasterboard fixings and all different redneck kind of ways if you put it like that, of fixing something to plasterboard, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get some wood. I'm going to screw it to my bench like that, and it's just going to be up there like that. And I'm going to screw the shelves to that. They're only light, and I'm going to screw them as well to the thing. And that's going to be that sorted out. I do worry about this room, to tell you the truth, because it's starting to crack all around the edges and on the ceiling. And as you already know, as I've already explained, the roof went past the felt went past its 15. That weren't 15 years. That was 10-year felt, or was it 5-year? I think it might have even been 5 years that was on there for 10. I don't know. Anyway, it went out of date. Went past its time, and it started to leak, and it leaked fucking bad over there. That's why we got that hole where it leaks. But obviously, this is another roof. You know, that's plasterboard there. So I don't know, with insulation, we've got, this whole room is insulated. So I don't know if that was starting to leak, but there's nothing come through, there's no damp marks, so hopefully it didn't. But the fact that it's all starting to crack and move around, it's a bit annoying. So I think what I might have to do is fix it now, while it's alright, rather than let it get bad, because that's what I always do. I always let things go right to the last minute, save the money, right to the last minute, and then when they get really bad or broken completely, then I'll fix them. But in this case, it might pay to do it first, I reckon. I don't know, man. We'll see. But yeah, like I say, I mean, I reckon this has all been bloody good, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's been bad. It has been bad that we ain't been able to see family and all that. But I reckon it's made everybody, it's made the world reset, you know. It's made the relationship between my wife and I 100,000 times better than it was. Because I've been able to be myself, you know, because she's panicking and worrying about it all, and I've been able to be there. She's one of these people, right? She's one of these people that doesn't matter who it is, her own family, it doesn't matter who it is, she'll push out, right? She'll just push you away, and she don't give a shit if you go or if you stay. If she pushes you out, that's good. She's just one of these people. But throughout this pandemic thing, I've been able to be there, and it's just been it's been better all around, really. And even though I've been still going to work, but what I'm trying to say is I've been able to be there to show my support and comfort and all that kind of stuff. It's been better for the world. It's been better for companies. They've realised that they can do things in better ways. Man, it's just better all around. So all these fucking twads that are going, oh, this is a disaster, oh, I'm so depressed, oh, the pandemic's depressing me. Oh, man, just stop getting rid of your narrow-mindedness, right, and look around the world, look at it. Yep, people have died, people are dying. I know that is very, very, very bad. I've had, who was it? Okay. 4 people have died from, well, I say from coronavirus. Maybe not from it, but they had it when they died. How are we going to know if it was actually that killed them, or if it was another thing that they had that the coronavirus sort of just made worse? I don't know. I don't care about that. But 4 people died. Not family, but people I know. So, you know, it's very bad. But I just think, to everything there is a plus. To every negative, there is a positive. And I always look at the positive, and I can accept the negative. I always look at the positive. It's the type of person I am. And, like I say, companies have realised they can do things better, more economical, more better. A lot of companies can work from home, whereas before they'll be spending hundreds of thousands of pounds a month or whatever on offices, whereas they can just have their people working from home, and that's better for the people that work from home because they get to stay at home and work, which not everyone likes that, but you know, alright, certain companies are going out of business, but what can you do? That's sad, but you know, people that did go on furlough and have been stuck at home, they've been getting paid. Alright, the country's in fucking load of debt now, but what can you do, man? It's one of these situations. It is what it is, you know. In England here, we're in a good country, so we're quite lucky. People who were on furlough got to stay at home. I guess some of you lot got to stay at home while being paid, playing with your RC cars and doing all kinds of stuff like that, spending time with your family. I mean, I got to keep going to work throughout the whole lot. I only had 3 weeks furlough, but that was because the jobs I was on ended and I had nowhere to go in between them, so I got 3 weeks on furlough, and then I got called back in to go to Kent to go and do a job building a home over there, doing the engineering field for the bases for a home and for Disneyland. They're building a Disneyland near where I live, a 500-acre Disney World. So I had about 6 months working in there, putting in all the blue clay and all the foundations for that. And yes, that was good fun. There's something else I was going to say, you lot, but I can't think what it was now. Anyway, just fucking let me know in the comments, what's it been like? Have you been enjoying it? Some would say we're coming out of it, some would say we're not. But for those of you that are concerned about me, I'm absolutely fine, you lot. Absolutely brilliant. It's top notch. Like I say, it's been a fucking good year last year. And I was finding it quite exciting to start with. When everyone was going mad buying all the fucking toilet roll, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Then it was mad. I was going to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, right? Nipping in Tesco's to get a bit of lunch, like ready for later on. And everyone's in there doing their shopping with their trolleys, and it's packed. And I'm like, "What?" So just to piss people off, I had 2 big rolls of toilet roll under my arms, walking along with it. And people give me dodgy looks. I'll tell you that now. Anyway. Enough chatting, because I know that it gets boring. You lot tell me you want chatty videos, but then like you're like, oh, it's boring and don't talk, do some other stuff. Like, fucking hell, you're like mad. You're like women. You're all like women, you are. Anyway, let me know how you are, what's going on, what the crack is, and I'll catch you on the next one. Sorry, a bit of dust. I'll catch you on the next one, and yeah, it's all gonna be fun and games, I reckon. Eh? Let's stick the battery in. Oh, the battery's already in it. Let's stick. Where's the control? There it is. Right, let's put it together, put the shell on. I'm going to have a little drift on the driveway before I go indoors.